Now that you've learned how to use the write concern modes, and you know how to set j equal to 1 and w equal to 1, you might think that you can pretty much guarantee that a write will complete or not complete inside Mongo, and you'll find out whether it was true or not. So that gives you a level of certainty in the world. Unfortunately, it's not exactly true. And the reason is that there are network errors. So for instance, let's say that you did an insert, and that insert was specified with a connection that had j equals 1 and w equals 1, such that the driver issued a get last error on your behalf. And the write did complete, but unfortunately before it completed, the network connection got reset. TCP reset, there was some intervening network problem. In that particular case, you don't know whether your write completed or not, because you didn't get an acknowledgement that it completed. So if you had gotten the acknowledgement that it completed, you'd be sure it would completed. But the fact that you didn't get the acknowledgement doesn't guarantee it didn't complete. And this is important to remember in a client-server application, which is that there are these network errors, and you can never be completely sure what exactly happened. Now, it depends on your application whether that's a problem or not. You can often check to see whether or not the write happened after if you need to. But even if you're protecting your inserts with try exception blocks and making sure that you get all the exceptions, sometimes you'll get an exception, but the write will complete. Now, if you get no exceptions and it says the write completed, well then you're fine, you know the write completed. But I just wanted to point out that there is a certain degree of uncertainty in any network-based application such that you can never be completely positive when something has happened or not, because you may not have received the response. Now, you could build something on top of this to protect you from it. You could do another check to make sure and see if what you put in really got committed or not, even though you didn't get a response. But most applications don't do that. And when the network is working well, it's very rare that you might see a network connection error, but you could see one. And if you do see it, you may not know whether or not your write committed or not, even if you specified that you wanted to receive acknowledgement when it did. All right, let's do a quiz. So here is the quiz. What are the reasons why an application may receive an error back if the write was successful? Check all that apply. The network TCP connection between the application and the server was reset between the time of the write and the time of the get last error call. The MongoDB server terminates between the write and the get last error call. The network fails between the time of the write and the time of the get last error call. Or the write violates a primary key constraint on the collection and must be rolled back.